Hey everyone, my name is Heba and welcome back. I have some of the products from the new Beige collection from Chanel, the Healthy Winter Glow collection. The Beige collection usually comes out in the summer, but I guess they wanted to do something different and bring it out in the winter. I guess with the winter, you do have that winter glow. You know, you're being outside in the cold, your cheeks get a little rosy, your nose gets a little rosy. So I guess they wanted to play on that. That's just my thinking. But usually when I'm outside of the cold, my nose is the only thing that gets a little rosy and runny. And plus we don't get much of the cold here in North Texas. Hopefully this will help me look like I've been out in the cold, you know, maybe skiing in the French Alps. Oh, that would be fun. Oh yeah. But let me let you know what's in this collection. You have the Beige 5-color eyeshadow in Cool, 3 new shades of the Rouge Cocoa Balm, 3 new limited edition Beige Healthy Glow Blush, and a new Healthy Winter Glow Primer in 3 different shades, and 2 new nail polishes. Now what I picked up is of course the 5-pan palette in Cool. I picked up all 3 shades of the blushes and all 3 shades of the Healthy Winter Glow primers. I just wanted to see how that would look on my skin tone. So I did text the sales associate in the Chanel boutique in Dallas, and that's how I got it, and finally came today. And she also put in this cute little kind of like a packing cube, if you will, with the Chanel logo. And I do like this one, especially when we're going to travel. This is perfect size for some makeup. And I like it that it's kind of bendable. So if you don't have that much in here, it's kind of compactable. But I really do like this makeup packing cube, if you will. And that's pretty much it that she sent. There's no samples in this shipment. I was quite surprised. So let's go ahead and start with the eyeshadow palette, the Healthy Glow Natural Eyeshadow Palette in Cool. It does come in the Chanel Velvet pouch. And then when you take it out, it does have the Beige packaging. Instead of black, it has that tan cover. And then here's what the bottom looks like. Then you open it up and it does come with this little plastic cover with 2 brushes. And here is what Cool looks like. And I have to admit, I've been seeing some of the swatches online and it does look a little darker. At least some of the shades did swatch darker, and that's why I picked this one up. Because when I first saw it, I thought it's going to look a little light on my skin tone. But when I saw them swatch, I thought, yeah, I think I kind of like it. So let me bring it in closer and let's start swatching. So I'm kind of looking at it in my mirror, my magnifying mirror here, and I can see that these 3 shades does have a little bit of sparkle in them. So I'm assuming that these 2 are matte. So let's go ahead and swatch the top one here. I know with these Beige 5-pan palette, they are small, or the pan size is kind of small for your finger. So we have kind of like this, kind of like a light beigey pink. And then let's go to this other matte. Yeah, and this one's more of a pinky shade. Yeah, I don't see much sparkle in it. So it's more like a matte, I'm assuming. Now let's go into this one. I know these pans are so small for my finger. So we have a pink metallic finish there. It's kind of like an icy blue pink I could see. Now let's go into this mid-tone shade. And yeah, that one is a good mid-tone shade, very pigmented. Ooh, I like that one. And then this deep purple shade. Oh, that one's pretty. Let's see how you swatch. Oh, that one's a pretty one. That's gonna be a real pretty one and done shade for me. So here are the swatches in the Chanel Healthy Winter Glow in shade Cool. And I'll be using the Fenty Beauty eyeshadow primer. So let me go into this top shade first. But let's go ahead and place you in the crease. Okay, it's very faint on my lids. And I was using the Vive blending brush. Now let me go into this one by Sonia G. And it's the Crease Pro. And let me go into this little bit of a deeper matte shade. I mean, not deeper, but deeper than the first one I used. And that was what I was afraid when I first saw this palette, that it would be a little bit light. But these 2 shades is what got me. So we're gonna see. So let me place this shade in the crease. And I do have 2 other palettes in this Beige collection. I believe it's Tender and Intense. This will be my 3rd Beige palette. And actually that looks very pretty. I'm gonna go into the reference number 1, and let me first go into the deepest shade first. And let me just pack you in the outer corner. Oh yeah, that one is pigmented. Oh, and this will look very pretty all over the lid. Well, let me just put it halfway in. You know what, let me go ahead and bring it just almost to the inner corner. Yeah, because I really do like that color combination there. Let me just put a little bit in the outer corner, just to kind of wing it out there. And then getting the first brush and just kind of blend out that harsh line. Now let me go into the Sonia G Worker and go into this second deepest shade. I'm like a raspberry shade. And put you kind of, oh, big chunk just fell on my cheek. But let me just put you kind of in the, not in the inner corner, but more, how can I say that? Not in the center, but more towards the inner corner. How about that? Because I'm still leaving the inner corner open, so I can place this shade there. And this is the reference number 3. Let me just clean underneath my eyes because a big chunk did fall there. Now let's go ahead and prime my face using the Healthy Winter Glow Primer. And let me see if it says anything on the box about this product. It's just a base primer for hydration and protection. And there are 3 shades, and yes, I went ahead and picked up all 3. There's Frosty White, Icy Beige, and Light Copper. And I know Light Copper is the darkest one. Let me try to figure out if Frosty White or Icy Beige is the first or a lightest one. You take the little protective thing first. Yes, I think this is the lightest one, which is Frosty White. Now let's go into Icy. Oh, that smells good. That Chanel scent, oh, it smells good. Now let's go into Icy Beige. Let me just go ahead and swatch Light Copper while we're at it. So this is Frosty White, Icy Beige, and Light Copper. Let me just try to blend it out. All right, the Frosty White has a little bit more of a purplish pinky tinge to it. I hope you can see that. Of course, I didn't blend it out all the way. Just want y'all to see the color. And then here's Icy Beige, which looks a little yellow. And then of course Light Copper, which looks coppery. Now let me really blend it out. All right, so I don't know if you can see the difference between the 3 on my hand. This one does have a little bit more of a purpley tinge to it. We'll see how that looks on my skin tone. Before I put the primers on, the eyeshadow palette does cost $72. Yes, it's expensive. And the primers cost $54. Let me see how much you get in here. 1 fluid ounce. So it will last you quite a bit. So let me apply Frosty White on this side. Let me put a little bit more. All right. Does make me look like I've been out in the cold. Now let me put Icy Beige on this side. Okay, I don't know if you can tell the difference. Frosty White, Icy Beige. Yeah, I can see the Icy Beige does look a little lighter. It kind of brightens me up a little bit. This one just makes me look like I'm more pink. Now let's go with Light Copper and put you on my forehead and on my nose. How about that? I hope you can see the difference. So Frosty White, Icy Beige, and Light Copper. And I have the skin enhancers, and I'm going to kind of compare them too at the end. Now I don't know if it's blurring anything, but so far just seeing all 3 on my face, I kind of like Icy Beige a little bit better. But let me go ahead and put concealer first, and then I'll put foundation. For foundation, let's go into Chanel with the Velvet Matte Foundation. This is in the shade B50. It is a little light for me, but we're gonna make it work. All right, using the BK Beauty foundation brush. Let's go over Frosty White first, and then Icy Beige, and then Light Copper. Do you see any difference? I know the lighting may be off here because I'm trying a new area in the room, but so far it's laying on my skin very nicely. Of course, the foundation is a really nice foundation. I do see a little bit of the Icy Beige glow there, and I guess you can see more of the pinky glow on this side, and then I guess more of a coppery tone up here on my forehead. I mean, it looks really good. I think either color would work. I think Icy Beige is more me. Maybe Light Copper. And maybe Frosty White too during certain times of the year. But let's go underneath my eyes first, and let's go into this shade, kind of the deeper the matte. And then let's go to the deepest color. It's real pretty purple. Really do like this. And just put you in the outer corner. All right, let me go and finish putting the rest of my makeup on, and we'll play with the blushes. Now let me try the blushes, and again for lips I did not get any of the Cocoa Bombs, and I don't have any to use. It's not one of my favorite type of lipsticks to use, but I went ahead and lined my lips with the Gucci eyeliner in Tender, and then I wanted to use a gloss because this look needs a gloss, not a full lip I guess you could say, and I want to say it's 722, yes 722. I was kind of feeling a lip gloss kind of day, especially with this look. But let's try the blushes, and this is what the compact looks like. It has the Le Beige packaging, and then here's what the back looks like. And then you open it up and it does have a brush, which is kind of different. It's usually the black bristles and it's very thin, but this one's kind of thick and kind of soft, and it has that two-tone effect. I don't think I'll be using these brushes. I kind of like using my own blush brush. But let's open this one up. It's Rose Polaire. And if you can see that pretty embossing of the snowflake kind of off to the side, I kind of like that. Okay, so I believe this is the lightest of the three. So here's Rose Polaire. This is kind of the aftermath of the eyeshadow swatches. And using the Sonia G Soft Cheek, let's go into this shade first. Let me try it on. Now, I did not put any bronzer, so you can see what the shade looks like. And this one is the lightest of the three. Okay, I had to build it up a little bit. That's not bad. That's a pretty shade. I mean, it does look like that you just stepped out from skiing in the Alps. That's a pretty color. Let me use the Sonia G Face Pro and just kind of build it up. Now, it does have a little bit of a glow to it, kind of like a shimmer. I don't see any particles in there. But you know what? I like this color. It's very, very subtle, very healthy. Now let's go into Corail Givre. I believe that's how you say it. I do apologize, but this is more corally as the name entails, and it does have that pretty snowflake embossing. Let's put you on this side, and let me just kind of blend it out right there. So there's Corail Givre. But you know, the more I look at this one, Rose Polaire, I think it's very pretty. It goes well with the eye look. But let's see how this corally one will fare. I have to say they're not very pigmented. You could build it up, which can be a good thing, but that's another pretty shade. Oh yeah, that's very pretty. I hope you can see the difference. Now let's go to the deepest one, Mauve Glace. Again, with that beautiful snowflake embossing. Let's just swatch you over there. So this is Rose Polaire, Corail Givre, and Mauve Glace. Let me kind of put you in the back on this side. Okay, this one does have a little bit more pigment to it. It's deeper. And yeah, I can definitely see some luminosity to it. All right, what do you think? Can you see the difference there in the three blush shades? And I did forget to mention that this one does cost $72, and you do get 11 grams of product in here. Now, the one thing that I want to do some comparisons is with the primer. I want to compare it to the Chanel, the No. 1 Day Chanel Skin Enhancers. So let me do soft pink. Now, frosty white is going to be too white there. So yeah, so here's the Skin Enhancer soft pink, and the new primer, frosty white. Let me put Icy Beige down here. So it's a little bit lighter. Here's Icy Beige. These are the two new primers, and this is the Skin Enhancer soft pink. And let me just put light copper underneath it there. I'm trying to do it so I'm not confused. So here are the new primers, frosty white, icy beige, and light copper. And this is the Skin Enhancer soft pink. Now let's go to the middle shade in the Skin Enhancer. This is medium coral. Yeah, I don't think any of these will match. Yeah, this one's medium coral. And then this one's Amber Intense. So yeah, none of these match. Okay, that solved my curiosity. I just wanted to see if there were any similarities, but no. And actually, when you see the new primers together, swatched together like this against the Skin Enhancers, you can kind of see this one does. The new primers do have like a kind of like a pearlescent finish to it, and they all have that nice Chanel scent. Now the eyeshadow, it's very pretty. I do like the purples. I'm kind of into purples now. I have the Huda Beauty Pretty Grunge palette that has beautiful purples in there. And then I did get the new eyeshadow palette from Viseart, Violetta Vespertine, or is it Vespertine Violetta? Let me look. Violetta Vespertine. And here are some shades in that. Let's compare the two. All right, kind of close there. Let me just swatch that deep purple. This is the Chanel one. And here are two of the shades from Viseart. So kind of similar. Probably if you put those two shades together, you'd get this one from Chanel. And I believe Viseart did come out with a new Petit Four, the one with the 4 shades in there. Don't remember the name of it, but does have a pretty purple shade in that one. And I wouldn't mind getting that, but that one may wait until next year. Now let me show you the other two 5-pan palette that I have from Chanel. This one's Intense, and it's totally different. Yeah, you can see it's totally different. And then the other one that I have is Tender. Oops, the brush. Let me swatch these side by side just to see. Okay, this side is Tender and this side is Cool. And you can see that they are different. This one does have a little bit more warmth to it, where this one has more coolness, hence the name Cool. I do like these two deeper shades here. Now, do you need this collection? It depends. If you like the purple shade, and if you do like that it's a small 5-pan palette, this one's not bad. I think this one has more pigmentation to it, especially if you're my skin tone. And I do like these two deeper shades here. This one didn't show up much, but the other four, really pretty, really pretty. The primers, you know, I need to play with them a little bit more. I really can't see a difference underneath my foundation. Actually, I do take that back. I think Icy Beige has a little bit more brightness to it on my skin tone. I don't know, it just looks brighter on my skin. The Frosty White, it's a little bit more, I don't know, it has more color, believe it or not, than Icy Beige. And of course, Light Copper, it's very pretty. It just kind of blends into my skin. But out of the three, just trying it once, so far I like Icy Beige. Just kind of brightens it up a little bit. And the blushes, I don't know, I like them all. I like them all. I like the first one. Even though it's really light, I like the first one because it just makes you look a little fresh and healthy. And the coral one is very soft as well. And then the last one was the Mauve one, Mauve Glace. I think that's very pretty too. Yeah, if you like how it swatches, like how it looks, the products that I used is not bad. It's not bad. But I do hope that this helped you out, especially with the primers and the blushes. But yeah, I'm kind of happy I got this collection. And I'm glad I didn't get any of the lip balms or the nail polishes because you can kind of see my nails are, yeah. Well, alright you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video of me trying the new Le Beige collection from Chanel, the Healthy Winter Glow collection. And if you liked and enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you can see more videos like this, and you all have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!